Pledge of Allegiance in a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now for a moment of silence. And now for the sword pledge.
I will be a person who is safe, organized, accountable, and respectful every day. Skyhawk Sword.
Welcome back to today's episode. Today is Friday, day 2. Our week closes with pasta for pennies and more. Mark those calendars. There is no school on Monday and Tuesday.
When we come back from our 4-day weekend, it will be picture day, so dress your best.
Last call for box tops. Teachers, turn in your envelopes to the PTSO mailbox. In the fall, we collected over 6,000 box tops.
Crush grams will be delivered today. If you receive one of these thoughtful grams, make sure to say thank you to the person who sent it.
It's pasta for pennies time.
At the end of our first week of Pasta for Pennies, we have raised over $900.
Give yourselves a pat on the back and keep collecting with our weekend challenge.
This weekend, think of what year you were born and try to find coins that made in that year.
Just think of all the changes you can find along the way. Next week, your class has the chance to take the lead.
Why, Charlie Brown? Why?
Farther along, we'll know all about it. Farther along, we'll understand why. Cheer up, my brother, walk in the sunlight. We'll understand it all by and by. We'll understand it all by and by.
Where have you been? Charlie Brown and I were visiting Janice in the hospital. They say she has leukemia. While you're up, why don't you get me a glass of milk? I remember that day in school when she said she wasn't feeling well. I remember touching her forehead and feeling how warm she was. You touched her? And now you're handing me a glass of milk? You could catch leukemia from her and give it to me. Cancer is not contagious. You can't catch it from somebody like a cold or the flu. She probably got it because she's a creepy kid. Janice didn't get cancer because of something she did wrong. It just happened. Well, anyway, take this milk back. I don't want it. No, thank you. I don't want to catch your crabbiness. Janice, you're back! You've been away from school a long time. Is everything okay? Yes. Well, I'm upset that I've lost my hair and have to wear a cap. But I'm feeling pretty good, and the doctor says I'm doing great. Darn it! They put the swings away for the winter. I thought I'd be able to give you a good ride on the swings. There'll be enough time for that. See, they're gone. But when they put them back up in the spring, I'll give you a good ride. I promise.
Huh? Say, who's the kid with the pink hat? Pretty cute, does it fly? It needs a propeller. Hey, maybe it'll fly without a propeller. Hey, look at this, a baldy.
You blockhead! What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with me? What's the matter with her? She's bald. She's got no hair.
Janice has got leukemia, cementhead! That's cancer! Have you ever heard of cancer? She's been in the hospital and she's had chemotherapy to help her get better! And it makes her hair fall out! Does that make you happy? Would you like to go through what she's gone through? Think about it! Or don't you ever think about anything?
I'm sorry. Hey, I like your cap.
Good morning. NJHS, along with your news crew, has been hard at work to spread the word on cancer research awareness. Leukemia and lymphoma impact students just like you every day. Our school campaign is focused on the penny. This penny represents hope, it represents research, it represents humanity, and it represents a special guest we have today.
My name's Ms. Schroeder, for those of you that don't know me, and I would like to tell you a little story and a journey that my family's been going on. My nephew, Ridge Vanderburg, was diagnosed with leukemia back on July 26th, and he is now fighting the cancer. He's 17 years old. He goes to Corona High School. He lives out in Chandler. And his favorite sport is soccer. He has two sisters, a hairy brother named Zeus, and his mom and dad that have been taking very good care of him. He went to the urgent care on the night of the 26th because he'd taken up a new hobby called archery, and he was noticing some bruising on his arm from when he was shooting the bow. His arm started to ache a little bit, and so it was getting to the point where his dad was kind of concerned that it was spreading up his arm instead of just being in the spot where he should have the bruising from archery. So they took him to urgent care, and then they said we need to get some blood work done, and they sent him to Cardin's Children's Hospital out in Mesa. And within an hour after having his blood drawn, a little prick, just like on the cartoon that we watched with Charlie Brown, they did some more blood. They drew some blood out of one of his arteries, and then found out that within the hour that he was diagnosed with leukemia. He was placed at Phoenix Children's Hospital on July 26th, right after he was diagnosed, and he's been living there for the last 6 months. He thought it was going to be like the flu, that he would get better in just a few weeks maybe and be all better. He's been very strong and positive throughout his whole treatment, and he's still very upbeat. He can't wait to go back and graduate with his class and walk down graduation in May. He has not had any problems at school with his friendships or his teachers. He's, I think, has more friends now because there are people around the world that he gets letters from. He gets emails from, packages as far away as Australia, Africa, and Europe. I have seen pennies for patients at work with Ridge. He has been able to continue his schooling. They've donated a laptop for him to do his schoolwork on because he has to do all online classes so he can graduate in May as a senior. When he started having strokes based on when you get chemotherapy, sometimes the chemo not only attacks the cancer cells, but it also attacks some of the good cells in our body. So he lost some of the movement in his left hand, and because he can't hold a laptop or control his left hand as well, they've gotten him an iPad so he can just barely tap on the iPad with his left hand and still control what he's doing. So they've donated that. They've helped with the family with the cost of the hospital bills that is up into the millions after being in the hospital for 6 months. So Pasta for Patients, I have seen it actually working. It's not just a donation that just works in an office for people that work in an office. It actually helps and goes to the patients and their families. I'd like to thank Skyview and for their support for the Leukemia Lymphoma Foundation. The amount of money that the school has donated will go to a good cause. We're halfway almost to our goal, and for a family member that's receiving the benefits from this foundation, I'd just like to say thanks for the support and keep on donating wherever you can find it. Remember, you can go online and you can donate into your personal boxes or to your classroom boxes.
Are you ready for Fun with Words with Miss Culligan? It's important to have fun with words. Wordplay and riddles are an excellent way to gain communication skills. Let's try it.
What kind of tree can you carry in your hand? Stay tuned for the answer.
For sports news, Wednesday is School Color Day. Wear the blue and white Skyview colors. The girls' basketball team and the boys' softball team faces off on Wednesday the 18th at Pioneer. Show your support.
There will be no lunch served today. Make sure you eat a healthy lunch when you get home this afternoon.
Although it's vacuuming day, due to the conferences, check with your teacher to see if they want you to put your chairs up. And please make sure that your area is clean.
Mr. Hines' Math Mystery Week will return on February the 23rd.
Do you have recycling in your room? NJHS will haul it away for you. All you have to do is leave your boxes or bins by your door, either inside or out.
And now for your 3-day weather forecast. Do you like green eggs and ham?
I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham.
Would you like them here or there?
How about in a cafeteria with plastic silverware?
Friday, February 27th. Skyview will be celebrating Dr. Seuss' birthday with a green eggs and ham breakfast. More details will be coming soon.
Now for Miss Culligan's riddle.
What kind of tree can you carry in your hand?
I don't know. What kind of tree can you carry in your hand?
A palm tree. That's all for today, Skyhawks. From everyone here at SVTV, have a splendid day.